listener.
Hey, let's start off the live stream by me.
I mean, that's not wrong, right? Listener, that's probably about right.
Let's start off the live stream by me walking off camera to go move my laundry over to the dryer.
That's code for take a shit.
That never happens to Mercer, Nick.
That's because Matt Mercer is a smelly fucking nerd who doesn't wash his clothes.
Very poor old Matt Mercer.
I think that's the opposite of Matt Mercer. I'm pretty sure he's successful because he does the opposite of those things. He smells nice and he showers.
After I had Heather make my my art for Alexander.
Oh, that reminds me, I need to get art for Rat Boy and Silas.
She sent it over, and then she's like, "Oh crap! Did I just draw Matt Mercer?"
Yeah, kind of did. Hang on. I think he's behind you. Let me turn your video off for a minute. Boof. Oh. There you go. Give it a minute. There he is. And things back in the room. So, hi. Welcome to episode 58 of Iron Gods here on RPGMP3.com, where we take things tremendously seriously and support all of the other people doing this kind of thing because we're goddamn adults, Nick.
That's right. And so that means that we say nice things about our friends. We perform at the level we want to.
Well, even the doo-doo heads.
We perform at the level we're capable of. And we're not afraid of that.
Actually, a friend we made out here goes, "Oh, you do a podcast?"
A friend you made out?
I made a friend. I'm so proud of myself. She's so nice. Her name.
What'd you make her out of?
With a Z. I made her out of clay. Coin. Operate a girl with a pretty coin. Well, I guess I don't know what to operate with girl because everything in that song rhymes with boy.
Yeah.
We need to filk that. We haven't had a new filk on the site in ages.
What's that?
What?
Filk.
Let me find you the area of the site where it might be found.
Links in the comments.
Links will be
I only got to use one of my new spells, but I think it worked out pretty well.
Yeah? What were them new spells?
Well, the one was Acid Pit.
Acid Pit.
Which I wish I could turn off the acid part, but being able to drop somebody 40 foot down below the plane of combat if they can't fly is potentially very effective.
Yeah, that's pretty great. There you go. I posted the link directly to Songs and Filk in the Roll20 chat. Roll20 chat. I can put it into something else so it's clickable. I guess.
Or Discord. You can click on it from Roll20.
Can you? Oh, okay.
Yep.
This doesn't look like a link. That's bad
just
for
pops up the confirm external.
Oh, yeah, cool. So there you go, and I think you'll see Martin first. And,
oh God, you said Martin, and my brain connected dots to the fact that they're making a Good Omens 2.
Yep. It scrolls across to the right quite a ways.
So I was like, there's 4 entries that I see, but I wasn't logged in. Remembers my log.
Yeah, you have to scroll. We also host some external people and some other nonsense.
Wow. I mean, so look, if our viewers and listeners want to pay for me to quit my job so that I can do my laundry in the fucking non-gaming time, I'm down for that.
So that's what, $50 a month on Patreon?
Nick,
oh my gosh.
Nick,
$50 a month on Patreon, you get to see Nick's dick.
No, I mean total. If
Nick, why don't you just do what Mercer does and get a butler?
Unfortunately, I have to do laundry, especially when I work out at the Renaissance Festival and have to
Actually, your new getup was pretty great. We need a picture of you.
What was I? Oh,
you were wearing your walkabout clothes.
Yeah. My walkabout clothes are fucking fly as fuck.
That's great. You actually looked very comfortable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I cut the sleeves off those fucking jackets so I wouldn't be hot.
That's smart.
I thought you were hot because you had your sleeves off.
Both.
It does raise the temperature in the room by 5 degrees, but Nick does, in fact, get about 20 degrees cooler.
That's good.
It's both cool and hot.
So is that, you should get some official photography. Just pull some of them photographers that lurk around fair in, right?
I mean, we have official merchandise that I'm sure you're going to buy a bunch of next time you're out there.
I mean, as
an
an apology for bringing that absolute dickwad into the bar. Yeah.
What happened? Was one of your friends bad?
No. You know how at fair sometimes you'll catch a hanger-on or two.
Oh no, one of those drunk guys who thinks that you've become buddies.
Well, there was a guy and a girl, and they just kind of cottoned onto us at the bottom end, and we were heading up to see Nick for like last orders on our way out to gate, and I didn't realize how drunk he was because he was talking to Ethan and Leah, and I was dealing with other friends who'd never been, and they needed to pick up some stuff at the stores that we were passing.
Mm-hmm.
So, had I realized quite how drunk he was, I would not have taken him to Nick's special secret bar at fair.
Oh, that sucks.
I would have continued going and taking him to the coffee bar where Mars works.
Oh, did you see her?
Why
I did see her.
that to somebody else? That is so mean.
What?
What did Mars do to you?
Nothing at all. I was just saying, there's a coffee shop in Mars work. That was two pieces of information glued together with no relationship.
Well, I mean,
I don't even know Mars.
You pass her off on the biggest set of boobs that's closest to you. Here you go, Mars. Take him.
Oh, Mars will fuck him up.
I mean, I believe that.
Mars is a bad bitch.
Dude, where she showed up on a
Did it just drop?
Yep.
and it was one of the real it was this character profile she made on Tinder for one of her fair things, and it actually showed up on a website. I was like, man, that's so cool. But I mean, like, then you know her and you're like, okay, so it's a character. She doesn't actually think she's this person all the time.
Was it Yanka?
What's
I
that?
love Yanka. She
It's-
finally
oh!
learned how to read.
Oh, so she still has that character going.
I don't think she uses Yanka. Yanka was her barbarian character when she was with the barbarians.
Okay, what is coffee shop? What area is that?
It's it's right opposite the gate.
Yeah.
Nice. That means it's got to stay busy.
It does stay busy. It's where everyone goes for, because the rest of the coffee in fair is basically like donkey piss with a few coffee beans in it.
Gross.
And all when it's like $4 a cup for like literally coffee that's been sat for 5 weeks in a percolator.
I mean, it's probably tastes real interesting.
No, it tastes awful. It tastes like government coffee.
You can get alcoholic coffee drinks at the Wormwood.
You can. Oh, and FYI, Tifa told me that the coffee drinks were good, but the first time we were there, the coffee machine was busted, so we couldn't order those. However, the second time we went, the coffee machine was not busted, and both Erin and James ordered coffee drinks and said they were delicious.
Yes. We have some really good bartenders out there.
Like we said, the drinks were solid. They were well balanced and delicious.
I always think about around this time of year, huzzah for the tipper! It like runs in the back of my
Don't get that
head.
in the nice bar. It's actually a very nice place. So you've got to fight your way in. You've got to arm wrestle this guy to get in, basically.
Oh, so it's
We
like
do
their
not-
swanky place.
We do not huzzah there.
But how can it be fair without a huzzah?
They vive la révolution there.
We do Vive la Revolution.
Okay, well, that's appropriate then. I would take that.
There was one huzzah in the entire Wormwood last season, and that's when the king came to our show. We did a huzzah.
What do you do if somebody hey nanny nannies?
You shoot
And a
them.
ho ho ho.
Yeah.
We do have a lot of hoes.
Oh, nice.
Well, I would expect no less from you.
Oh man, and everybody loves to call you out on it too. Every time that I wear my armor, God, especially whenever my hair was blonde, I got called Miley Cyrus so fucking much.
How much
you have armor?
How much armor do you have?
I mean, it's not like a great deal of armor. It's more, it's very impractical female boob armor, the rib stuff. It's got their big leather wings that are torn, and then it's got like a flap in the front. I haven't worn it in God knows how long. I inherited it from when I used to work for Six Flags. They were like, "Hey, we're shutting down a park and we like you. Take this costume."
Question.
Yeah.
Question. Everyone who's listening wants to know what the flap in the front is for.
Fucking.
For aeration. It's for ventilation.
Oh, okay, I got you. It's not for like a Bubba flap.
Keep that shit
No,
fresh.
it's just to avoid swamp crotch.
No, that's what Excalibur told me that flap on armor is for.
It's basically useless.
More than a and less than a full suit.
I guess it kind of looks like purpley fairy armor. I don't know. They used it at Six Flags for something, and then they stopped, and it became mine.
Is it made
All
of
of that's
metal?
far
Is it
more
actually
interesting life
metal?
than me.
No, it's like really, really hardcore leather armor.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it really needs some serious TLC, and it's been painted, so where it's worn, you can tell because of the paint. It's got like lines and shit. I just don't know anybody that does any stuff like that. I mean, the last person I knew that did leather work was Mars's ex-husband, because he made my he made my Han Solo holster or my Thong Solo holster.
I mean, I know people, but
Yeah.
Leah has worked leather in the past. She has a box. She has a box that says leather work. That's filled
Leather
with
work.
tools and bits of leather.
Leatherworking merit badge.
And on that note, we did stumble across bondage camp while we were in fairgrounds.
Of course you did. Or did bondage camp stumble upon you?
Actually, normally it's kind of tucked away down the back end of Call of Booty. Ha 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 ha. But this year it was on one of the main thoroughfare paths. You just walked by it, and there was a big sign that said bondage camp.
What?
Is that for like people to go like boot camp where they go and they like learn how to do it over the course of a week?
No.
Or is this for like expert bondage people?
Oh, this
I don't think they're going to turn anyone away. When we wandered by, with our friends who were there for the first time, there was a naked lady having her tits whipped with a flaming whip.
Lord have mercy. See, this is why my mom was like, "You can't go to fair. The
There's
devil will
more to
recruit
fair
you."
But they're normally only there one weekend, right? I thought it was normally pirate weekend, but that wasn't pirate weekend. That was like fairy weekend. But hey, I guess maybe they're there permanent. Maybe they're a clan now.
I kind of feel like they are.
I mean, they're doing clan camping. I know that the swingers camp is out next weekend.
There's a swingers camp. What? Okay, that's really
Isn't
awesome.
every weekend is fair swingers camp?
It
Because
basically is. It has been
this
since
is
I
the
started
official
going as
swingers
a
camp.
class.
This is swingers camp.
I think your friends thought that Swingers Camp was last weekend.
Maybe.
The time that we went and you were already at the fire with everybody and I was walking, these really nice people invited me for a drink in their RV. And I was like, yeah, cool. So like, yeah, I'll have a drink with y'all. And they were definitely swinging while the person who invited me with the drink and I were drinking the drink. So I just assumed swinging is just like all the time at fair.
Kind of.
There's a lot of fucking that goes on at fair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we know. We know.
Oh, it is so. Yeah. I mean, I'll admit, I get why my mom would have been freaked out, but I still am not freaked out like taking my son. We still make the lap, and if I see something that's like, I don't know, not Isaac, not like rated for anybody under the age of 18. I don't know. What would you call that? Like PG-13. PG-13 and up. Yeah. So PG-13 and up content, then you like put a pillowcase over their head or something.
Is that how we do parenting now? Just with pillowcases? It's fine.
Yeah.
But all told, we had a great time. We went out Friday. We camped over. We got home on Monday. It was nice. They got cool, which was nice. So it was down in the like low 80s in the middle of the day, which was pretty great.
That was you. Hold on. Was that a joke about it being cool, or did it actually feel?
No, it did get down into the. It was the highs were in the low 80s.
But that felt really hot, didn't it?
No, it was amazing.
Really?
Yeah, because we've been in the upper 90s up to this point. Literally, the cold front passed through on Friday. It dropped from the 90s to the 80s.
Oh my gosh.
With lows in the 50s, because this is fucking Texas.
Oh, that sounds so nice. That's what we're going to on vacation to a place that's magical with a mouse. And it's going to be like 50s in the evening time and 70s. It could be in New York.
The Rat Shack.
Mousy fuck world.
Mousy even know.
You gonna fuck a mouse?
I mean, I could. How much are you willing to pay me?
That seems like an awful.
That sounds juicy.
That seems like that awful chapter in American Psycho with the rat.
Evan, go get a mouse hat now.
How about I get one big one and one little one?
Dude, I want dick pics.
I just want to say the Mickey
only
Mouse
wearing a mouse hat, a Mickey Mouse hat.
You get a black.
The Mickey Mouse condom.
Mouse ears on it.
Was it? For there to be like the tube of the condom with like two little ears on it. I mean, the reservoir was that was an engineering feat.
Eared for your pleasure.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I want to see your dick wearing a fucking Mouseketeer hat.
Hey, maybe that was a special one for people with a bifurcated penis, so there was reservoirs in two directions.
For all who are following, that was a consensual solicited dick pic from Nick 2I. So
yeah, I'll take a look at your dick, bro.
Done. All right.
I don't give a fuck.
Opinion.
Have you met me? You think yours is the first dick I've seen?
No.
Jesus, you've been to the White Elephant with 8-Ball.
Yeah.
Right?
Not like the Elephant and Castle.
My dick came out there, too.
Yes, it did. Thank you so much. And you were sick as a dog that night as well.
Oh, yeah, that was when I almost died.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I had
it's only
to-
been one time.
Well, no. But I ended up having to go to the hospital like 2 days later.
You were very ill, I remember.
For your sick dick.
I
Dick's
had a respiratory infection, and that wasn't the main problem. Like, I've had those before, but I like took a shower and fell asleep like under the covers, like with a comforter over me, and slept for like 20 hours and woke up severely dehydrated. And like also like delirious from dehydration and fever. Like, I started hallucinating a bit. Or I say hallucinating, and I think that might be a bit of a stretch. I'll go with delirious. I think that might be a bit of a better term. Like, I wasn't seeing things, but I was definitely speaking nonsensically.
More than normal.
And yeah, no, like at one point, I was blaming things on, like, because Emily had to come over because she was trying to like get me to eat and everything, and was checking on me. And I was complaining about King Philip of Macedonia doing something.
The bastard!
I was like, did King Philip send you? And she was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Get to the goddamn hospital, asshole.
Yeah, so we went to the hospital. I also
glad you didn't die.
Yeah, it takes more than that to kill me.
Where have they gone? Have they got a bone with like a Mickey Mouse condom? That didn't take long. I guess mouse condom, mouse dick, right? Hi, Whit!
Hey, my lights outside were like flashing. And I've got solar powered lights on the fence, and it was tripping me out because it was outside of my office window, and I'm like, okay, I can't do that. I had to run outside and go take care of that.
I kind of like how you have both solar powered lights on your fence and also an office.
I do have an office.
Makes me happy for you.
Yay! It's an office where I could sit and I could play. Edge of the Empire.
Edge of the Empire. We could totally do that. We should totally do that. Okay, who wants to recap last session? Now we're 35,000 minutes in with bondage camp and all that nonsense.
So we were at a place and we met a robot stitched half together.
Well, we came back to her.
She has a name. And
it was your first
android.
Time. Yes.
An android.
Yeah.
Not a robot.
Stitched together. We attempted.
Do you remember her name?
No, I do not.
Zero.
Oh, boo.
I don't remember her name.
There's always one. There's always one kid in class.
We're going to call this an area of recap, an area of improvement, and go from there.
Sirith? Is that how it's pronounced? Sirith?
Sirath.
Sirath.
You can pronounce it how you want. Whether it's right is another matter.
I don't know. I guess Tatia is going to pronounce it however she wants to. Whitney can't pronounce shit.
So yes, we met Sirath.
And you came back down here. You cleared out a bunch of gearsmen who were up in this corner. You found out from the gearsmen and also from an invisible stalker that Alexander eventually released that the guy that had summoned him was
Zoud.
Yes, had then vanished with the body and was supposed to be coming back, and you released him.
And that was apparently several years ago. And this is the second extraplanar creature that I've released from their bondage to our plane.
Yes, that's right. You've been releasing creatures left, right, and center.
Yes.
I mean, that's a good thing, though, right? Like,
well, the party seemed to be up in the air on the first one because the Zill would then be free to go plant eggs in people and make more Zill again, which it was doing anyways, but they were, it was restricted to just where it was on our plane rather than able to freely travel the universe. But it was an immense pain.
Yes, it was yes. Oh, yes, that's true. The Zill was in immense pain, and now it's traveling the universe, impregnating things with its eggs.
I mean, but like I said, it was already kind of doing that, and also it served a means to an end in a way, like
me making a zombie out of the Aten.
Right.
Bad things are okay if I have a good reason to do it. I've learned this.
Not exactly.
Oh.
If you have bad things are okay to an extent if you have it can't be an equal exchange, right? Like
well, I needed the zombie Etten to carry batteries I couldn't lift.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because they were worth a lot of money and they're tech.
And none of us could lift it.
Yes.
The one guy we had got exploded.
Yeah.
Yay, dude. Yay, dude.
Hal was very happy about that. I guess, don't we still have some pieces of him? Can we bring him back too?
Yeah, I've got a piece of him. I could reincarnate him, but he wouldn't come back exactly the same.
I mean, how much of a person do you need to resurrect them?
Perfect mending.
It depends on the spell.
Yeah.
Raised dead, you need a mostly intact body, but once you get into actual resurrection and true resurrection, you just need the largest existing part of the body, usually.
I mean, I don't know if there's a largest existing part of that corpse.
Well, I'm betting the little tentacle or whatever it is I have in the jar is probably the biggest now because Carrion have probably eaten what's left of it if there was any left.
True.
And I know Drags, there's almost nothing left because she climbed into the flame at torch, and that pretty much destroys everything.
I forgot that we had her climb into like a giant fire crucible.
Well, people told me she needed to be destroyed, so.
Yeah, we're kind of terrible people.
Yeah, you are. Wow.
If I was allowed to have robots, then I wouldn't need to make zombies.
Well, sorry,
Don't
you're
put
in an
this-
area where
Don't
you
put
can't
this
do that.
shit on me. How dare you?
But we found a lot of treasure. We found there's a second lab down under the down in the complex, which I am very excited about. And we were able to bring it up to power with a couple batteries. And I believe when we, although if I was checking that out rapidly, because I imagine Alexander's staring at the screen and typing new things in this faster than people could read the screen, pretty much.
Well, type real fast.
He's got a high dex and he's smart. Doesn't take him long to read.
Okay, so you're reading the screens.
Yeah.
This place, while it is intact and working, there is damage here.
There seems to be some everywhere.
Yeah, so the system seems to know that part of this ship is, well, part of this place is destroyed and damaged. Things aren't working quite right. That much is very, very clear. But the nanotech laboratory seems to be working fine. You think with the right ingredients put in, you could make basically anything that requires a nanotech lab.
So this place supplied power to the rest of the ship that we can reach.
Right.
Can this console like access status, can access cameras or basic layout or anything?
No, it's only for controlling the nanotech laboratory.
Okay, so I can't like query on there and see if there's like what might have been leaking out into the farm or
No,
that stuff.
there's nothing there about that. You suspect that there's possibly other computers somewhere else that might have that kind of stuff, but clearly this is just controlling this laboratory.
So I imagine these things work like a big 3D printer type idea. So is there like essentially a menu of the standard things it would make and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's the kind of, I suppose. I guess it's one of this, pick this, and it's like insert these things into the hole, and then the nanites do their thing, and things come out, right?
Right.
Or nanites come out.
Okay. So is the Android Foundry at all linked to this that was down here?
The Foundry is separate.
Crap, because I'd like to shut that down to make sure malformed androids don't start popping out now that we're powered this place back up.
Right? That would be bad, malformed androids popping back out.
Yeah, as much as I'd like Sirith to have more friends, I'd like to shut that down until it's
Given time,
fixed.
You could probably figure out with your vast engineering talents how to do that. You'd have to follow the cabling and figure out what powers it, and you could probably shut down the foundry. But it's going to take you a few days to figure it all out with the damage.
Okay. Then I guess we have one left door to check out.
You do. There is
that I'm
another
rather
door.
nervous about.
There is another door to the south right there.
Canister access, I believe it said.
It did. It said canister access. Would you like a description of the room that connects to it?
I would.
Would you? That's so nice.
And I assume the rest of the party would as well.
Yes.
Well, they're getting it regardless.
Yay!
Bonus.
A line.
You're gonna get it.
Right. A line of rooms is printed above the two doors on this room's western walls. Several tattered, strange suits of armor used to hang in shreds from hooks in a wide alcove behind these doors. The southern door reads canister access. The northern door reads nanotech laboratory in Androfan.
And we went to the nanotech one and found wonderful things.
Yeah.
And the other one is canister access.
Canister access.
I just worried canisters of what?
What kind of canisters might be in there?
In this room, you found some HEV suits and a few filter masks and stuff.
Yes, destroyed HEV suits and time-worn filter masks.
Correct.
Should we put the filter masks on before we go in, just in case it is filled with some sort of poisonous gas, or is there a way to
I do love how the word canister makes everyone nervous.
Well, there's some gas leaking out all through the Badlands that I assume comes from this place.
But I mean, there's also like Numerian fluids and liquids that leaked out of the ship in general.
Which could have been in canisters, but yes.
Right.
Well, I mean, there are masks before you enter into the room, so I would think that you should probably wear the. If you go into a room and there's a full hazmat suit before you go in, you would think maybe I need to wear this hazmat suit before I go into the room.
I mean, that's not a lie. That is actually pretty fair. Thing, make me I want to say engineering check, I suppose.
I would love to. Well, Alexander would love to.
Thing doesn't fucking want to, though.
2 filter masks. I'm sure they won't fit the cat, but let's see. Knowledge engineering, 40.
Just the 40, huh? So you realize that nanotech stuff often requires ingredients, and that this canister area might be where those ingredients might have been kept.
So there might have been a leak.
I mean, it's possible. Nobody's saying leak. Just this. If there's a lab, there's clearly been something stored for that lab, and this is probably where it was. Hey, look, one of the faculty bought me brandy.
Ooh,
Nice.
Thank you to the faculty.
Right, I'm not going to say they encourage. I did a lot of work for them on the sly. Well,
They know their bribes.
it's actually part of my job. So this is Celt Rare VSOP Tour de Monde. So it is cognac made in cognac, and then it's aged on a ship that sails the world.
So
That's just cool.
was this the thank you gift for work you already done, or the pre-bribe? Because I love those when things show up going, oh, I just want to thank you ahead of time for doing this thing. Because I used to get
Unfortunately,
pre-bribes all the time.
it's not the pre-bribe, unfortunately. Pre-bribe. I like that. There's a pre-bribe. Here's a pre-bribe for you the time it's going to take to fix the damage I did to my own computer.
So does this door just have like open close, or is there like potentially like warning lights, purge button, toxic fumes, and all that kind
It's just a normal door.
Okay, who wants to wear filter masks? 2 people can. We have 2 filter masks that are time worn.
I'll stay with Kitty because he cannot wear one.
They are medium sized and will not fit anyone with a snout or strange face shape.
Hey, that's me.
Is that me?
So pretty much me and Silas, they would fit.
And
I was about
Tatia.
to say
Oh,
that,
Tatia, yes.
I would like Silas, my friend Silas, to have it.
All right.
I guess I'll sit this one out.
Just hold your breath.
Oh, yeah, these only cover respiration for the head, right?
Yes.
As opposed to respiration for the butthole?
Skin.
Skin.
I'll just cast air bubble on myself.
There you go. That was easy.
So
Fuck
then
it,
there's
I
still
guess-
another mask. So
Yes.
I will if y'all like to hang out here with Nicodemus? He's well trained. He won't have an accident. He'll let you know if he needs anything.
He's smarter than the half the party.
He really is. He's smarter than me sometimes.
Well, yeah, I guess half the party now that we have Al, that's actually pretty smart too.
Yeah,
He's
that's
fairly
true.
smart.
I am only here because of my good looks and accidental charisma.
Accidental charisma.
We rely heavily on your charisma and your symmetrical attractiveness.
Symmetrical, that's true.
I really like how you put that. It makes me feel very well put together.
Very symmetrical. And
Yes, very symmetrical. I feel very balanced now.
like that other lady who is very unsymmetrical.
Yeah, poor thing. I bet her back can do some crazy shit though. She has just like pop it.
She has the extra joints, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess the problem is that the whole way her entire butt is off so crooked, so you know, her asshole's crooked too. Everyone drinks.
It's also stitched together.
It's just a jump to the left.
She's not stitched. She's just off center.
Yeah, she's offset. And a step to the right.
She was made this way.
Ah, thank you. Put your hands on your hips.
Jesus.
And bring your knees in tight. And it's a
Pelvic.
pelvic thrust that really drives you insane.
All right, that's how we get. That great singing is how we get knocks against us because they're just like that's clearly the recorded version.
Oh
Now
my
pay
God.
$5,000 in royalties.
Right, or take down everything you've ever done.
Right, so let us, I guess, go into this room. Fuck seat.
Okay, you're opening the door.
By the way, Bits and Crits is making everyone drink.
I did drink. That's why we've been drinking. Drank.
I will drink in 24 minutes. I'm still on a call.
Oh.
Oh, what happens if you get a call?
Just drink something light like whiskey.
Get back.
And you will not hear him for a little bit, and he will run away to answer the phone.
Nice. Okay, I'm revealing. Somebody's opening the door. They better get next to it while I polygon reveal.
I will get next to it, and I will. Does it need an access card or?
Doesn't seem to.
Yeah, someone who doesn't have to worry about dying from poison gas should probably be next to it.
I mean, if I remember anything about the canary, you take the canary in to die first. I feel like the small animal is probably going to die first.
Which door is being open? Can you click? It's
Like a
this
rat.
right there.
Yeah.
Nope. The one to the south.
Oh, okay. All right. So I have a mask, so I will go over there, and I guess Silas can do whatever Silas would like to do, but he has a mask, so.
In that case, Silas will also be near you.
And if you turn on the mask, it'll burn one of the charges, but it's pretty good without being on too. But
Does that actually have an
Maybe
effect?
wait, and then.
All right. Would you like a description of what's beyond the door?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Good. This hallway has doors at the north and south ends. You're coming through the north one. I hate how they write this. It's like you could tunnel down and come in the wrong way. A bright orange hexagonal sigil adorns an immense metal door to the south. A porthole-like glass window is set into the door at head height.
does the sigil mean anything in Androphan?
It's a symbol. It's not necessarily you can maybe a linguistics check if you speak Androphan.
I do. Linguistics. 30.
It is a biohazard warning sign.
Bad stuff symbol.
Hexagon with 3 offset triangles inscribed within.
Hexagon with 3 offset triangles.
So can we see this from where we are standing?
Sure, it's on the opposite door to you. It's here.
I guess go up to the porthole into the next.
Okay.
I guess
Alexander, would you like to go first, or would you like to follow me?
I will go.
All right, I'll follow after you. Nicodemus, stay put.
Definitely stay put. Okay, you look through the porthole and you see. I guess I can polygon reveal that too. Hold on, let me polygon reveals some shit. Oh, this is going to be a tough one because it's a circle. Hold on. I'm not good with circles.
Oh yeah, the little circle boobs.
Circle boobs. That's why I love to draw boobs. They're such a lovely shape. It's like
A circle. And
Well, I mean, they come in many different shapes, but they're all lovely.
Oh, wait, you can't see it on there. But it reminds me of a big swirly W.
Mm.
nipples.
Just
Okay, a
yelling
big
the word
circular
nipples.
chamber.
Yes, so it seems to have some kind of, there's like a mist kind of just hanging around, maybe floor to kind of mid-thigh height.
That
It's like
can't be good.
like an orange fog.
Does it
just-
all resemble the ground, the mists coming out of the ground in Badwater?
Oh, really? There's a few mists coming out of the ground in Badwater. Yeah, some of them are probably orange. Some of them are, most of what's in Badwater is a horrid liquid and skanky oily stuff, but it could be the stuff that's causing it.
Do we just have the normal open door buttons here, or is there more interface here too?
This door appears to be locked.
Okay. Is there any other controls around?
This door appears to be a lot tougher looking than the other doors you've passed through in this place.
Because they did not want stuff to get out of there. And I probably don't want to let that mist out into where we are, but I would like to. Is there any controls around like that would maybe help purge that room or neutralize things? Or
I mean, if there are ways to, maybe if you used the nanite laboratory, you could manufacture something that might allow you to deal with this.
If Touch is willing to be patient, I would like to try and do that because I'm assuming this is not stuff we want to
Breathe.
or experience.
Or touch.
Tatia is willing to take advice from intelligent friends.
Open the door!
Much appreciated. So I will go back to the nanite laboratory.
The ghost of Akestu opens the door.
I will return to the nanite laboratory and attempt to whip up something, even though I don't know how to use that well yet. But I intend to learn.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You have a look around inside the nanotech lab, and you think you could make something with the nanotech stuff that would neutralize whatever that gas is.
I would like to attempt to do so then.
And in fact, with the controls from here, you can probably pass it through the air system so it would potentially fix whatever's in there that's leaking around and being bad.
I can do it.
I will attempt to neutralize the random gases in the chamber of container.
Make me a knowledge engineering check, I guess. I guess that's what it is for making nanotech nonsense. Using this thing.
This sounds pretty important. I'm wondering if I should pull some extra weighing on this one.
I don't think so. I think you'll be fine.
Because would technomancy help with this at all? I mean, I could use my android surge.
What does it give you? Like a plus, technomancy gives you like a +1.
Technomancy gives you, but it's just for determining the
Yeah.
gives you like a +10 for, but determining the properties of items. Never mind. Yeah, I could do my nanite surge, but I'm pretty good at knowledge engineering. I just don't want to roll a 1.
I don't want to roll a 1. Do it. Don't roll a 1.
33. That's actually not too great, but for
It's
me.
going to take you a few hours, you think, and then it takes you a little minute to kind of program in the nanotech laboratory, and it begins to fire up. It's going to take a while to make stuff, and then you're going to have to kind of pass it through the air system into those rooms. So it's going to take you probably 4 or 5 hours to be able to do this.
All right.
What's everyone else doing while he's doing that?
I'm taking this opportunity to get to know Buligup. Because I feel like I've spent the least amount of time with him except in combat. So Buligup, what do you like to do when you're not fighting stuff and cleaving stuff with your glaive, which is really cool. I want to get to know more about you. Well, that's cool. Okay. So he goes to Silas. He's like, so, Silas, tell me more about you. I mean, you know about me. I like reading and bombs and chemicals and stuff, and I want to be a dinosaur. I mean, tell me about you. What do? You hit things with your sword, but what else?
I serve Desna and the Mistress Tatia.
That's cool. How long have you known Tatia?
Oh, several weeks now.
So, wow. You guys, not a long time, but you serve her. That's pretty cool.
We were drawn to her service by the will of the goddess.
Wow. Do you think the goddess drew me to her service? Because, I mean, I just, like, now I'm hanging out with you guys.
I certainly hope that she did not.
Oh. Okay. So, Tatia, tell me about you. What do you?
It's just moving around.
Well, as you can see, they're not really the chatty ones in the group. I tend to be a little bit more.
Cool.
Yeah, so, yeah, what do you want to know? I am mostly an open book. The thing is, you have to figure out if I'm telling you the truth.
Ooh, you're mysterious. I like that. You're cool. I bet I could learn a lot from you. Tell me about the star knives.
If Buligup sits down and begins to meditate.
Right.
Hey, Buligup, are you meditating?
Silas starts organizing things.
So star knives. I mean,
Star knives, they are the chosen weapon of my deity.
Are they made of stars, or are they like shaped like stars? Why are they called star knives?
Well, I mean, yeah, they are a bit star-shaped. They have long points on them. They're a bit ridiculously shaped.
Have you seen her character art?
Yes.
This character art.
So my understanding from what I read in books is that we're all just a mass of hydrogen and helium built together. So technically, we're kind of all made out of stars.
That is very beautiful.
Yeah.
I would have to agree with you on that.
So she could throw you, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right. if
Yes.
it was sharper.
You know, if we wanted to, Alexander is very good at building things. What if we could develop some sort of like rat slingshot and we could just pew you off into wherever we need you to go?
I only have one, so I want to hold on to it for now, but one of my potions makes me really tiny, and you can throw me really far, and then I throw the bomb, and the bomb becomes big after I throw it. So we got to practice that sometime.
Buligup opens one eye and says, I vote for shooting him with a slingshot as well.
Seconded, mistress. I feel like that would be a thing we should be doing.
Buligup, I think you meant you want to shoot me in a slingshot, right?
Either way.
So while I'm doing all this stuff on the console, I'm taking notes in a spare book I have or spare journal, and if I can open up a second window, I'm going to see if there's any information on the bio-nanite clouds and stuff in here while I'm.
So little buddy, I was thinking there might actually be some things around here that you would be interested in. I'm not too familiar with alchemy. But I do know that is something that you take interest in, and you might be able to learn a thing or two from our friend Alexander.
Yeah, he's doing some nanite stuff right now, but maybe I'll just take a look. I still have my potion of extra perception. Can I look around and see if there's anything I can read?
Like a book?
Yeah. like a book or a manual, or maybe I can spend some of this time learning about something that
You
may
can
help
make me. You can make me a perception check.
Cool. I think I still have +2, unless it's been
See,
more than an hour.
These are the times that I'm upset with Pathfinder and D&D's rules about choking people out.
I think we should start house ruling that. And what I think is you should get a bonus based on how annoying they're being.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I could put him to sleep real quick.
Well, he is like half Kindar, half ratfolk.
You search around, but you don't find anything that looks like literature anywhere here. There doesn't even be any paper. Most organic stuff seems to have rotted away long ago.
Oh. I don't suppose any of this stuff in the Nanite Lab can produce hard copies.
Like a printer? I mean, possible.
Or maybe they just 3D print stuff, I guess.
He goes in the Nanite Lab. He says, "Hey, Alexander, is there anything I can help you with to speed this along?"
Actually, you could aid him because you have the technologist feed.
Done.
Right? I believe you have technologist as a feat, don't you?
Yes.
So yes, I do. Let's see. I have to read it again. You are considered trained in any skill using technology-based subject. Let me see. Which one is it? Engineering? Is that what you're doing right now?
I believe so.
It is not checked. Does that mean it is not?
Just means it's not a class skill for you.
Oh, okay.
If you have ranks in it, you're trained, I believe.
I am. Do I make an engineering check to see how much I help him?
Yes. Your DC is 10. If you get over 10, you add +2 to his rolls, so it means you generally help.
That seems pretty good.
Teamwork,
Okay.
cooperation.
So you guys work together. It reduces the time. So let's say it takes 3 hours instead of the usual.
No, you have to do the math problem. Like, if it takes Bill 5 hours to paint a house and George 3 hours to paint a house.
That's like the feat I keep threatening Hal I'm going to take.
Never take that feat.
What is it?
Which now?
Mathematical headache is what the feat is called.
Basically, you take your knowledge or your ranks in knowledge engineering, and you roll that many 6-sided dice, and that lets you have to come up with certain prime numbers by doing addition, subtraction, and multiplication and division on the dice totals. And if you can come up with these various prime numbers, then you get to apply meta magic feats for free to a spell you're casting.
That sounds cool. I mean, like, what kind of possibilities are there?
Well, you take 2 feats that you don't actually know, like heightened spell and those, and you can apply those for free if you do them. So you can do like a maximized fireball with that without having to take the feats.
It's nice, but every time he does that, he has to use this nonsense mathematics. It's like you roll dice and figure out, and how long do you get? That's at the point where I get like a 30-second egg timer and just turn it over every time he uses it.
But really, you just have to get close to the target number, and then you have to just make all the other numbers equal 1, because then you can just do multiply by 1 and not affect it, or equate them all to 0. And
I don't know why they wrote that feat, because it just seems so complicated.
Well, and the great part is, because if you're good at math, you can do it, but then the DM has to be able to check your math in order to make sure you're being honest.
Right.
But Hal doesn't know how to do math.
No, he only knows to do math because he was in England.
That's why I have Leah.
That's right.
Oh, no. We're
You
fucked.
don't have to. Sorry.
If we have to go up against Leah's math, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Right? The one thing she keeps telling me, she's just like, okay, doesn't matter whether I get the correct answer. It's just, the principle that matters. And I'm like, you're fucking joking. That's not how that works in, like, actual situations.
What? Man,
that's what people with math degrees think about math. It's just like a thing they do.
Well, it's like calculus. Calculus, you're taking a infinite number of infinitely small slices of something and adding them together to get an approximation of the total. So you're taking an infinite number of infinitely small pieces. Since they're infinitely small, no matter how many of them you have, it's 0.
Right.
And if there's an infinite number of them, no matter how small they are, it's infinity. So you come up with a number somewhere between 1 and infinity that approximates the value that you're looking for.
You're making my head hurt.
Yep, it's all approximation. It's that idea, like if you take half the distance of something, if you are like between like 20
Zeno's paradox.
pizza, and you're like, you can only step halfway each time. So you go 10 feet and then 5 feet and then 2.5 feet, and you just keep going there. You never actually 100% get to the pizza, but you're so close to it that you might as well be.
Right. And now that branches us over to the ship of Theseus. So.
Oh, good Lord, no.
Oh my God.
That's why everyone hates math. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, no, math is a lot of fun.
No. We're thankful that there are people who like this shit. That's all I can say.
It's not like I'm talking about, existential philosophy and, moralistics.
Yeah, that's just as bad.
So
Aww.
you're on a trolley car.
Oh, really? And you get to pull a lever.
Yes, but there's 3 levers, and there's 7 people across 6 tracks.
Bits and Crits is going to buy a random encounter.
You know what I would do? I would walk out onto
Oh God,
the
what have I
tracks,
made
let
out of
the
the
train
nanotech
hit
lab?
myself, so that I didn't have to do shit.
Murder ball.
Just die.
Right?
Jump in front of a fucking train. Bye,
Hey.
folks.
Everyone does their great stuff. 3 or 4 hours pass, and you think you're ready to pass this stuff into the air system.
I will pass the gas.
Okay, make me another engineering check.
Oh dear. Let's see if we can do any better this time.
Really?
33.
Again?
Yeah.
You pass the gas into the air system. Oh, the nanites into the air system, and they go and do their thing. Looking through the window in the very stern door, you realize that the orange gas is beginning to dissipate in the room beyond.
And is the biohazard symbol
It's
gonna flash
still
off?
there. It's still there. Just eventually it begins to kind of dim a little, and then eventually the symbol is there, but it's no longer lit.
I believe it is now safe to enter the chamber. But I should probably go first since I'm the one guessing that based on what we've done. It's a very bad sign when the wizard is doing the door opening and doing that. It's such a bad
I think so
precedent.
too. I think that's. I think you should do more door opening moving forward.
Does this require a key card, or is it just a?
It is a very secure door.
I will attempt to slide the green key card in if there's a card slot.
There is no card slot.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's a lie. There's a card slot. Using the highest one you've got.
Yeah, which I think is green.
The door swings open. Well, swooshes open.
Oh, and my spell has probably ended, so I sniff the air and see if it's fragrant or smells of the bog of external.
It smells musty, like this room has been sealed for a very long time. Basically, it's a large canister. It's like a large chamber with a set of doors leading off from it. You've seen this kind of stuff before. It's used to store various forms of highly reactive gas that are used in the maintenance and construction of nanites.
So either for the nanite lab or for the foundry itself. Does this door also have a porthole? And
they all have portholes, and you see beyond.
Is there gas within the next chambers and stuff?
No,
too?
It seems like you have cured it of its gas problem, so to speak.
So I will make my way into since this room was a safe one to go into from the get-go.
Yeah. Yes. That's like an airlock.
Alexander, is it safe to follow you in there?
I believe so.
Circles.
Oh, Al's still a little hurt.
Yeah, just a little.
But he
I'll
could
walk it
heal
off.
himself because he's got spells.
He could. No, he has extracts.
I have extracts. And I think I already used my healing extract. I did.
Because if he was a spellcaster, I'd be tempted to give him a wand or a scroll to use at some point, but he doesn't work like that. I guess you could always use magic device, such things.
I'm just going to expose the rest of these areas, if that's okay, because I hate circles. So I'm just going to do the whole area as a polygon reveal, so I
Unless you're coming into a random encounter in one of these.
Ah! That didn't work. What's going on?
So much damage.
Stupid. What's this little, like, torch thing that I can see on Roll20 as an icon? Is it the new light thing?
I don't know. I don't see it.
So I don't
anything
know
when I
how
click
it was
it.
done. On one of my other D&D campaigns, it was just automatically done like a field of vision.
No.
Dynamic lighting,
It's dynamic lighting. I don't use it because it is difficult on the recording machine to be consistent with dynamic lighting. So technically, this is polygon reveal, which means I can expose areas as you find them. But with dynamic lighting, you see what your token sees, but the recording machine sees whatever its token sees, but it doesn't have a token.
Right. So
Or
you can
just
either make it omniscient or. But it's dynamic lighting will also make like you can see different things than I'll see on the map because our characters are in different spots and what
Yeah,
I
like
might have
there's-
dark vision or
If there's
So
a column, it will obscure your vision.
Yes, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
We have tried this, and it does not work all that well with the recording setup that's going on, with one computer watching the rest of the game. And it's great for an individual player, but not good for that kind of presentation. So we're a little more like this. But the new button looks like a torch, and that's exactly what it is. It lets you put light sources onto a dynamic lighting map.
Mm.
And yes, Mark of the Dragon is correct. Dynamic lighting does get a bit of a pain in the ass, and it is massively intensive on your computer.
And it seems to break down occasionally, which.
Yeah, you
know
get
if
like
that's
the odd line through things, and yes.
Just like all the doors you can't move through because it thinks it's a wall.
Mm-hmm. All right, there are tanks here that you suspect were once filled with a variety of chemicals and highly reactive gases used for nanites.
So these are all going to be too big to make whole.
I mean, you aren't going to be able to make them whole. They're currently crushed in rock.
I know it's a big project. Maybe a big Conair, or no, he'd need the actual flame of torch to work this because it's probably all sky metal.
I mean, maybe the doors are definitely glausite. That's for sure.
I mean, warp metal will let me straighten metal too, so I could do some of that, but it's still a big project, and I don't need this vast of tanks of nanite stuff currently.
Vast tanks of nanite stuff.
Plus, we'd need a more stable power supply if I was going to build up vast amounts of resources like that.
Correct.
Did it take us more than an hour to do all of this just so I can undo my heightened awareness?
Yeah, it took you a long time to.
All right, so that is off. So, Alexander, what are we looking for? I want to help look. What are we looking for? Can you give me some sense of it?
Well, I believe the main thing we were looking for was Cassandra Lee's remains, which apparently Furkos Zoud left with several years ago. So we're going to have to pursue him down. Now would be just any loose treasure that might be hidden in here.
Loose treasure.
Okay, that's kind of a vague. I mean, one man's trash is another man's treasure. So are we looking for useful items, combat stuff, or do you just want me to find things and bring them to you?
Useful items, pieces of technology, most likely. Anything portable.
Okay. Well, I will take this room. Am I able to open this door or is it locked?
All the doors are sealed. Alexander seems to have some kind of small, thin, like rectangular something that seems to open them when he slides it into a slot.
I do have some lesser key cards too, but
if you'll open a door for me, I'll take one of the rooms. We can divide and conquer.
okay. I'll start swiping the card and checking out rooms and see if we can find anything in these that's salvageable or worthwhile.
Perhaps you should check the window before you just go opening the door. Make sure there is not more gases or harmful materials that could, cause you to suffocate.
Oh, wise precaution.
Or, in Al's case, gases that will make sure that he does suffocate.
Well, he was the one suggesting the canary.
True. Is there a port to look through?
Yeah.
And does he need a booster chair to get to the port?
Yeah, I was about to say I need to scramble up something because I'm quite short.
I mean, you can drag some rubble across and climb up, but yeah, so you can just jump and climb.
Yeah, he jumps and his hands do it, and his legs are kind of scrambling so that he can actually pull himself out. Ooh!
Looks like a big round room like the one you're in. This is like a cube except for without the traps.
Is it clear?
That was a great movie.
Is it lit? Am I able to see?
It's not lit. Do you have dark vision? You do, right?
I do, 60 feet.
So then it's a round room. There's no door out of this one.
I don't suppose I'll be able to detect traps unless I open the door first. Is that correct?
I mean, you could detect traps on the door, but until you go in the room, you're not going to know if there's any traps in the room.
Because I think I have some kind of trap feat.
Yeah, trap sense.
+1 trait bonus on disabled device checks, and if it is class skill, in addition, you can use disabled device to disarm magic traps. Okay. Well then. Let me see if there's any traps on the door before you unlock it, Alexander.
All right, we'll go methodical and safe.
Yeah.
I would say I get excited about technology, but I really don't get excited.
What role is
Perception for detecting traps.
Okay. Pretty good. I thought 10. 19.
You don't think the door is trapped?
Okay, I don't think the door is trapped. Shall we?
That makes sense. You wouldn't. Most people don't trap their own house.
Are you going to do this with every one of these doors? Because there's like 35 of them.
No.
35 of them. Wow.
No.
There aren't. Just in my head, it feels like 35 if you're going to do this every time.
I mean, theoretically, but if there's nothing to find, you can just hand wave. We spend a few hours.
I'm happy for you to piss time away in character build. I have no problem with that.
No, I mean, could we algorithm that, and then we'll just say that we did, and we keep moving, and if there's a trap, you tell us.
As you walk into it and your legs explode away from you?
No. I mean, we could do that methodically, but not in real time. We would
If
just
you do
do it
lose your
and we don't
legs,
have to explicitly
I
do
will
it.
try and figure out how to replace them with robot legs and make them look like dinosaur legs.
Oh, that would be so cool. Now
God,
you're just going
I'd
to
be a mecha
encourage him to
Godzilla.
lose his
I'd be
legs.
A mecha dinosaur. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh my God. It'd be a raptor.
Raptor?
A raptor.
All right. So rather than make this a 5-footer, how about I check out this room?
Okay.
All right. I think Alexander opened the door. I open it and I look in there.
Okay, make me a... No, you're good. This room is completely... Yeah, make me a perception check.
Look for hidden compartments like the one that Tatia found in the
26.
laboratory.
Okay, you look around the room. You search it thoroughly.
The door closes behind you. Roll initiative.
That's right. There's nano wires slowly winding around you, and you drop into like a bunch of cubes of flesh. Fucking love
Like
that.
the scene from
movie.
Resident Evil.
No, like the scene from Cube.
Cube.
Oh, haven't seen it.
You should watch
Oh.
it.
The first one.
But don't watch the second, and definitely don't watch the third.
Is the
Fuck
second
that,
one Cube
watch all
Square
of
or is
them.
that Cube Zero? I
Cube
forget which
I think Cube Zero is the third one.
Okay, yeah.
It's Cube.
Oh, is the
So
third
it's
movie.
Cube, Hypercube, and
Cube.
then Cube Zero.
Yeah.
So watch Cube. Wait,
And-
we're adding it to your list.
Cube was kind of innovative for the time.
And Cube Zero. Watch them all.
Just watch Cube. So Cube is a movie that was filmed in 1.5 rooms.
Wow.
And not to be confused with Gleaming the Cube. Slightly different vibe.
But also watch that.
But is it good?
Is Cube good?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Cube is really good. The sequels not so much, but I mean, still watch them.
Okay. Because I mean, it sounds kind of cool.
Watch it while you're operating on people or whatever doctor stuff it is you do. I don't really know.
You do. You poke people.
I do bio.
Yeah. You poke people.
Yeah.
Excellent.
People say that I put needles in their butts, which is a very untechnical description of what I do. But
is it true?
Just butts or?
I put it in the bones on the butt, not actually in the butthole, but yeah, I kind of do
Bones?
butts. Yeah.
In the butt bone? Ow.
With a long needle and a little, basically like a little, first with a small needle and then with a big needle, and then I take a piece out of it.
So you're doing like spinal taps?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay.
No, thank you.
But no, it's not in the butt; it's in the buttocks. But when someone says
I'm
like,
just gonna throw no, thank you.
Do you stay above or below the cleftal horizon?
No, thank you, but doctor.
lateral to the cleftal horizon, the gluteal cleft.
I think the real question is aside
from, can he lie? Is the question.
No, the real question is like on a scale from 1 to 10, finding the prostate, how good are you?
With his needles.
9. I mean, the prostate.
Hello, doctor.
To answer your question, how? No, I do not like big butts. Big butts make my job much harder.
Do you have to like pull back at the fold?
Oh yeah. Or like lean into it and like really push all the way down in there. Yeah, big butts. Big butts.
You know what? He also found cocaine in a butt.
I did find.
Ooh.
Again,
like
not in the butt
cocaine,
hole, but in the butt crack. Yes.
I mean, yeah, like
that's how you smuggle in drugs. Your butt
any
crack.
port in a storm.
Wait, did you find like hold on, because we're gonna talk about this now. When you say you found cocaine,
yes.
You found like baggies of cocaine?
A little like I don't know if it's a dime bag, like a little, the little tiny like 1 by 2 inch plastic bags.
Okay.
That with cocaine in it in a girl's butt crack.
I mean, that sounds like she wasn't like this was at a doctor's appointment.
This was in the emergency room.
Okay. So what was she doing? Can you say what she was doing in the emergency room?
I think she had like a pneumonia or some kind of infection.
Okay, like I'm not trying to get any like HIPAA violations.
No. No, she was coming in the hospital for something legit, but I was reading her chart and like she had been discovered to have cocaine positive and to be like in the bathroom and like really shady. I'm like, I should probably check her thoroughly, and lo and behold, she was trying to smuggle cocaine in her butt crack into the hospital because she knew she was going to be in the hospital for a couple days.
Or where did they find her?
She got brought in by her grandmother.
But like from home or from somewhere else?
No, she from home. She lived with her grandmother.
Maybe grandma put it there just so she would get the help she needed.
Well, the funny thing was I picked this up, and her grandmother, who was in the room, just like rolled her eyes and put her hand out, and I was like, "No, ma'am," and I gave it to the security guard.
who then immediately ran around the corner and snorted the shit out of it.
No, I think it was more like, "That's my grandchild. Here, I'll take it." And you're just like, "No."
What? Do y'all just dispose of that? Like, what is policy?
I do not. Now, certainly I'm not going to be seen walking away with that. And so I gave it to the security guard. You turn it into security.
Well, I mean,
But
you've
y'all
got
don't
access
like-
to medical grade cocaine anyway.
Who is
doctor.
security who is enormously underpaid, so they're immediately going out back and handing it back to the community.
I mean, what do you do when police sees a bunch of money and a bunch of drugs and it goes to evidence room? Like, what happened?
I mean, there's a chain of evidence, right, where you ran it to someone else and both people have to sign it. And then
I signed nothing.
Yes.
We found 15 pounds of cocaine. I mean, 15 ounces of cocaine.
Yeah, that's right. 17 pounds, 16 pounds, 30. Yeah, that's how it goes.
There was no signature. There was no chain of command. I would say I handed a small baggie of presumed cocaine to the security guard, and all the security guard has to say is "nuh-uh," and that's the end of it. Like it no longer exists.
I mean, that's not really your problem, though, right?
No,
Like,
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
It's going out the back door. All off the loading dock. Cocaine with security guard Bob.
Here's you open that trap door.
Here's your surprise ass crack baggies. $10 a bag.
But y'all generally don't, like, you wouldn't get, like, police involved, right? Like,
No, because we don't want to discourage people from coming to the hospital by reporting them to police. So unless it's like an imminent danger to somebody, it's not reportable.
Or you pulled an entire kilo of cocaine out of her ass.
Well, I mean, it could have been a baggie of anthrax. Then it would be a medical assault.
No, I have taken care of, the drug mules, the people that like swallow a bunch of cocaine. I have taken care of one of those before.
I like bits and crits on chats. It's just like minutes later, the security guard is admitted to ER.
Like from the scene from Pulp Fiction where they like snort it and it turns out to be heroin.
Oh yeah, that's such a good scene.
Well, that's why you put ground glass in there in the baggie in case somebody steals your shit. They steal that baggie and snort the ground glass.
Oh my god.
Oh, so don't steal things, drugs. That's what I'm hearing.
Oh my god, no, just politely ask, can I have that one? And Thing will put it in his pocket and be like, no, not that one.
It also works if you're making somebody a sandwich. You just fill that in the spread.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh
Then they'll wonder why they're coughing blood out.
Have you been watching reruns of Oz?
Jesus.
Oh my god, I haven't thought of Oz in a while.
Shit.
Here's
I've
another
been watching
fun...
Blake 7 actually.
You fuckers are getting dark.
Oh yeah.
Never leave weed in your car when you take it to like get repairs done or get the oil changed, because those scumbags will steal it. And by scumbags, I mean like we used to steal weed all the time.
We used to. I like that. By scumbags, I mean me and my friends.
Yeah, we found cocaine before, but we didn't steal cocaine because like that's a whole nother issue. Like
you didn't have enough shiny suits and bad haircuts for cocaine.
Like weed I'll steal. Like what's some fucking pothead gonna do? Like people will fucking murder you over cocaine.
It's like when I was having a guy out to clean my gutters, and he was going around the backside of the house to set up his ladder, and he asked me to come help him because he didn't want to disturb my half dozen potted pot plants that were behind the house. And I'm like, yeah, those aren't actually mine. Probably the neighbor's kid has been keeping his pot.
You had pot plants. When you say pot plants, you mean plants that are pot, not plants in a pot.
It was in a pot. It was marijuana in a bunch of pots back there.
Potted pot plants.
Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, that must be the neighbors or whatever. And I'm like, I'm just gonna leave them there and come back tomorrow and assume they'll be gone.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Are they going to be gone? Were they gone?
They were, but also like the pot's legal here, so.
Yeah. Well,
is it legal? Is it legal to grow your own though?
Yes.
It's not. No, it's only legal for commercial grows. But you are allowed to have a certain amount, but then it gets really weird.
Yeah, it's the same thing in Colorado. I remember that you were like allowed to have your own plants, but this also like I never really looked into it, and I'm sure the laws are all changed because it was all wishy-washy around the time of them legalizing or decriminalizing mushrooms in Colorado. And I think you could actually grow the plants in your house. It was just you couldn't have a certain amount because then they're like, okay, yo, clearly you're trying to sell it. Like here in Nevada, you can get it, but you can't grow a whole bunch of it, which is why they had that huge bus like 45 minutes from here.
Yeah, now I think you're allowed a certain amount of plants at home on a below commercial scale, but then you need a license if you're going to grow large scale. But when it originally passed, they first made it legal to possess and use marijuana, but no one was legally allowed to sell it because they hadn't licensed any of the places yet. So it's like a bit of a catch-22 here, but you know.
That's funny.
So
and this is why we never get anything done.
I think we go room to room checking for hidden secret.
Okay, you wander these places. It takes you a couple of hours to search them fully, but it seems like they were literally just silos for containing gas. The whole place appears to be empty of anything of any worth. Other than rocks and damage, there is nothing really here.
Okay. Well, that's a little disappointing, but not unexpected.
Or whatever.
Cool.
All right. I think we've found everything down here. I am probably going to want to come back here a few times so I can try and shut down the Android Foundry because I would not like more misshapen androids being pumped out until we can fix things. But
misshapen androids? Okay, are you okay?
Well, I think they were not just misshapen. I think they were
broken,
mentally deranged, and not.
They were not correct. That is
yes.
True. Yes.
So I think it should be shut down unless it's capable of producing decent androids.
Right. Decent androids.
But
ones that meet your standards.
Yes. But I think unless we've missed a hidden portal here, we're probably have found everything down here. Well, everything that's not crushed to death into rock.
Everybody has been poking about. Tatia has been hanging back in that back room, keeping an eye on Kitty and just kind of banging around on things and seeing if something pops open because she's bored.
Around on things.
Yeah, just like a bang here and a bang there.
Okay, I got you. Just kind of knocking on stuff.
Hopefully not the control panels.
Bang! With a massive weaponry.
I mean, I'm not opposed to Tatia banging left and right.
God damn it!
With her massive weaponry. Okay, so you search. There isn't much left down here that you can find, it seems.
All right.
And let me just give you a check on that. You found all of that. Yeah, there's nothing else here.
Nice.
But the place has lights now, which is kind of cool.
Excellent. Did I consume any of the 20 in making that start? Did I consume much of the 20 charges that I put into the system here, or is that still?
No, it's relatively. It seems like it's pretty. You probably consumed about 5 of those charges to do this.
Okay. That's probably going to be stable for a while if nobody actually tries to build things, and I don't think Sirath knows how to actually build things with this place, so we're probably safe, and we've given her food. You guys feel like heading back to Iadenveigh, or?
I'm all for a change of scenery.
We should let her know that we have, of course, opened up the rest of the sheep for her to be able to use.
No, Yeah.
She does like using the sheeps.
Yeah.
I'd like to go through the remains of the gearsmen and see what salvageable bits there are, and memory cores or whatever I can hope to one day work with.
Okie dokie. I mean, there's bunches of stuff here. A lot of the stuff kind of outside of the nanotech lab is quite damaged. I mean, even the oh, there's a raid coming from Goblin Cave TV. Hello. It's coming in a few minutes, apparently. So they slowed. It's one of the things that Twitch did. They actually slowed down raids. They tell you they're coming because there was a lot of hate raiding going on.
Oh yeah.
Which seems a bit mean if you think about it.
Oh yeah, that is mean.
Isn't it though? That is pretty fucking mean.
Yeah. That'll be
so.
fun. Yeah.
You other than the nanotech lab, the rest of the place is relatively damaged. The nanotech lab seems to have come out of it pretty intact, but even the production laboratory on the other side is a little damaged and will take some time to fix to get it fully working. The rest of the place is quite broken. A lot of the equipment in it is broken. A lot of the stuff in it is broken. It's just old and damaged in the first place. So there's the stuff you can find, like pieces of technology, but they're all busted.
Okay.
I'll grab a few pieces to see if I can make whole them later, but
just gonna make whole some stuff. What is this? Who knows? Make whole. There we go.
A pumpkin.
It's a pumpkin.
Yeah. So
pumpkin. So what's the plan?
Christmas.
So I think we need to go tell Cirrus that the sheep is back open for business. And I believe there was also something possibly in this tube that was quote unquote wrong. Yeah. That we might want to destroy.
I mean, there's always a possibility you want to destroy stuff that's in tubes.
It's well, I mean, it's a risk that it could be something we can't handle, but you are quite good at the destruction, Buligup.
I do like destroying things.
So you're thinking about going and dealing with whatever's she's sealed up inside that thing?
Oui. I want her to have a safe place to live. I feel like that is important.
Yeah.
She is our friend.
I'm all for it. I mean, eventually, I think it's something that we're going to have to do. It's literally begging for us to take at it.
It does seem to be the best path.
So, what are you're thinking about cleaning out the? God damn it! Wrong goddamn selector. I'm using the new lightning selector. Do you think about opening the end of this thing and seeing what's inside?
Oui.
We indeed.
Do we want to take a vote on when we think we want to do this?
Well, I'm still fairly up on spells. I only did my create pit and a air bubble.
I think I should be good as well.
Do we want to heal Al first?
Hey, look, we have a raid. Thank you, Goblin Cave TV. Nice to see you.
Oh, everyone drinks.
Yay!
Also, yay.
Thank you, Bits and Crits.
That includes raiders from Goblin Cave TV.
Yay.
So, are Goblin Cave TV people cavers? Gobos?
Yes, they go into caves and look for goblins.
Aww, how cute.
I don't know.
I think they're playing an Extinction Curse.
Oh,
the one with the circus.
Wait, isn't that your Rollmaster game too with the circus?
Well, they just happened to have a circus, but yes.
Bonsoir, Goblin Cave TV. You should know that the DM for this game, Mr. Hal, has not always been kind to goblins.
That is true. I did murder your goblin. That's true. But he does have character art on the website, so to memorialize him. No. It was Droop that got murdered.
Yes, Droop. Well, that's because Nick gave him a drum.
That's true. I mean, I feel like that was a good strategy. Like, take a goblin in the party, have him walk like 20, 30 feet behind, banging a drum. It's like a great strategy or in front, 20, 30 feet, banging a drum. Seems like an amazing strategy to me.
Well, now that's why we have Al.
That's right, so we can bang a drum. I desperately need to deal with the signs. Somebody remind me at any point other than like on a Wednesday to fix the overlay with the names. That would be spectacular.
Not Jim Artist is asking about Kiernan.
Has Kiernan been? Yes, Kiernan was raised and temporarily put in suspended animation. So he's not dead. He's just wishes he was dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, are we talking about Kiernan or me?
Yes, we are. All right, so you're thinking about opening that sealed cap and finding out what's inside that Serath sealed in there?
Yes.
All right, you want to gather over there, and I will migrate the map in that direction.
So I assume it's the
It's this one.
The squished version. Yeah, squished down.
One at the bottom. Yes.
Well, okay, so you cannot go into the backside of it.
No, it's all crushed over here. This is all fallen rock.
So let us talk to Serath first about what.
Okay, Serath is over in her foundry over here, in her construction place.
Hold on, let me move over here.
Does everybody else want to come over here?
Yes.
It's good. Can everybody move Silas over?
Ow.
Yes.
Boop.
Cool, and the cat.
Wow.
Alright. I suppose I could have grabbed you all and moved you all, I suppose. That would have been a nice GM thing to do, like,
Bonsoir, Serath.
Kitty, get off of my fucking face.
Hello. You are
like...
returned from the Great Void. Did the Gearsman give you trouble?
No, we cut to them like a hot knife through butter.
You actually did. I was surprised at how well you, considering the last Gearsman you fought, you were significantly more effective.
That was several levels ago, though.
Was I there? Was I there, Hal?
I think your character was your character. I think his character was there.
His character was there,
but my military brilliance and my tactical precision.
That's right. I think it was also the fact that you now have adamantium weapons. Adamantine weapons.
Which only speaks further to my military brilliance.
That is very fair. So, how can I help you?
We would like to also take care of the problem that you are having, that you have trapped. We would like to take care of it permanently.
The tube? They are wrong.
Could you explain what you mean wrong?
My friends, the ones you killed, they came out of there. It is part of the birthing process. It started to go wrong, and something terrible came out. Some shapeless creature.
Perhaps we could destroy that creature for you?
You said the creature had no shape?
Just a blob. Shapeless. Dangerous. Yeah, we lost a couple of my friends trying to kill it.
Oh, good. She knows common now.
Well, I figured it was easier. Yeah, she can only speak Androfan.
Oh, sorry. That's my bad.
I figure they're translating for you. Silas.
I would like to shut down the birthing chambers until such a time as we can make them whole to make better androids.
Okay. That is dangerous. Not a problem.
And we probably need to deal with this shapeless thing because it might escape and threaten you at some point.
Yes. I will be here.
We would like you to feel safe. You feel safe here? Right now? While we go take care of this.
I do with my new spoon. I'm not going to starve now.
That's great. I'm so happy that you have your special spoon.
Spoon.
Wait. It's okay.
Spooning makes it better.
What's the plan with this pipe?
So is this cap like just wedged on there? Is it?
It's like a pile of bent metal that's just been like it clearly was like shoved over, and then somebody's like hammered it around like a cap. So they clearly did it like multiples of them. They like a few of them held it on while somebody else kind of got around and kind of hammered it onto the pipe.
I mean, Buligup could probably can open it with his glaive, but
I mean that's true. He does have an adamantine glaive. He could probably hack through this pretty quick.
I mean, I could try and open it with magic, but
Open bent tube. The spell.
well, there's warped metal that can also straighten metal.
Right.
You could also just like, what would happen if you shot like fireball down the tube? Would we just kill everything too?
Well, the tube is closed, so the fireball would hit the outside and heat the outside of the tube.
Yeah.
Oh, so it wouldn't like help melt a hole.
It's not that hot.
Fireball is more of like a flash of heat, like an explosion, rather than an intense heat to melt something.
Okay. Cool. Well, do we want to draw straws on who's gonna try and pry this bad boy open?
Would you like a description of this thing now you're talking about?
I mean, I kind of thought
Yes.
that you just gave us one, but yes,
Yeah.
we would like a better one, please.
No spot welding with fireball. And yes, rolling flames, not a concussive force. It's like a explosion of fire, but without the kind of wave of impact.
Yes, it's magic, no physics.
Right, perfect. The southernmost of the large tube-like machines protruding from the wall of rubble has been significantly damaged. By some sort of jury-rigged cover has been affixed to the twisted end. Crusty strings of some sort of glistening residue hang from the edges of the tube cover.
I mean, I could possibly help Buligup get to the other side of the cap so we could find it inside the tube, but then we couldn't back him up.
Not knowing what this thing is, I might want some help.
Okay.
You could remove it with strength or skill, shall we say?
Buligup. Well, no, we don't really have strength in the party outside of Tatia.
It's nice to see that the tradition of things sliding off camera has been continued.
Is it happening?
Yes, it's a skill that we have to learn eventually as players. A new player, all I can see is his left ear.
Can I ask?
Magico?
Yeah, there he is.
What skill?
There he is.
I was reading my potions.
That's okay, just don't slide that way.
Sorry.
What skill would be necessary to take this thing off?
Disable device.
Oh, that's my specialty.
Oh,
Hey,
I guess this could be part of your audition still.
all right,
Okay,
guys.
are you gonna heal him before he does it?
Well, that's not my forte.
Hey, Tatia, thanks for healing me last time. Could you heal me one more time before I do this? I don't know what's gonna happen.
You betcha, little friend.
Little friend.
But the open wounds and bleeding might actually attract the thing, and
Right.
All right. I will give you. Where are you sitting at right now? 29 out of 45.
Yes. Even like a cure light wounds would probably hit me pretty good.
Moderate. That's 14 back.
Yeah, back to 43. That is really good. Thanks.
You're welcome.
What I would like to do is actually go ahead and prep my make small potion. I'm gonna remember what it's called.
Okay. You've already
Use
prepped
person?
it. You just have
Yeah,
to.
so-
You just have to activate it and use it.
Yeah, 'cause if I have it in my hand and we go into initiative, I can use my move to drink the potion and then take an action.
Okay, so you're okay. I got you. You're getting out your reduced person potion. Your reduced person.
That's okay. Hey guys, so this way,
learn to talk.
Buy Hal a drink.
if something comes at me, I can just make myself small and get out of the way. So
Right.
Okay.
Reduce person infusion. That's not easy to say.
Yep.
Not.
Use person infusion, RPA. Okay. Do I do a disable device check?
Okay, everybody might want to get where they need to be.
Yep.
Let's assume you're up on.
Everyone
top
get
of-
around the corner.
Let's just assume you're on the pipe because that seems like the most logical place.
Where does this open?
Yeah,
The bent end.
Okay, so that's where I'm at.
All right.
the bent end.
I guess.
Everyone else is just hiding around the corner.
Yeah, like
Oh.
he's like looking around sideways, like
I have to be there so I can lightning bolt or whatever need be, down there.
Right? So you can lightning bolt.
Am I both able to like ready like a 5-foot step and an attack?
Can't really ready a 5-foot step.
I mean, you could be beside it. You could be like right here.
You can ready an attack to do something specific if something specific happens. But it's only one specific thing. So you can say, if something comes within reach that looks aggressive, I will hit it.
Okay, yeah. So I want to go ahead and I'll be right here, and if it comes within reach, I want to
Smack
Okay.
it really hard. Okay,
Yeah.
sounds fair.
Aha!
Anyone else doing anything before we open this?
Oh shoot. What the heck? I will prep my other new spell to cast because
What's your other new spell?
ball lightning.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Really?
Well, I don't know what this thing is. I mean, I could just prep a lightning bolt, but
Yeah.
which
Alright,
well, I
team.
mean, I do have those prepared too, but
Mm-hmm.
oh no, that's for keeping me safe.
It's for keeping me safe.
I've got a few
Blanket is
spells
for-
devoted to that.
Blanket is for keeping me safe.
And I don't want to touch it. Yeah, we'll go with ball lightning.
Sounds
Nice.
good. So awful. All right. Are you going to open it? Make me a disable device check.
Got it. And 32.
32. You kind of pry and ease and pull and tweak, and eventually the cap just falls straight forward. Those who are on the
Fine.
ground see inside the dark tube there are a couple of slimy, blobbish looking creatures. Select a vo. Oof.
Oh,
Let's just do this.
Remember, select your token before clicking initiative.
Boom. Initiatives. As we're in combat.
Fuck that piece of shit, motherfucker.
Do love our classy language.
And she's terrified of the dark tapestry. These almost look like from that.
There we go.
Who's terrified of the dark tapestry?
Sarah.
Yeah, they do. She isn't happy about the idea of the dark tapestry.
Except she should have no emotion, so terror shouldn't be really a thing of hers. But
Maybe she's got that thing where you can have emotions.
nice.
Is that everybody? Wanna
Tatia.
go? And Silas. Where is Tatia? Tatia has vanished.
Tatia is right above me.
No. Oh, Tatia's
Actual
already.
Tatia. I'll be right back.
Tatia's rolled?
No.
Somebody roll for Tatia.
I'm on it.
So,
He's running over to her computer, apparently.
Oh, you can do it from this one. You can do it from this one. Oh, there she is. Roll initiative!
Sorry, it was really important for me to go to the bathroom and get some cinnamon toast crunch.
Well, take your headset and camera with you when you do that.
Keep your cereal in the bathroom?
I did, yeah. No, while I was peeing, everything splashing everywhere. It was just like...
You're that messy, huh?
No.
You're that messy, huh?
That's disgusting. You know what's
though?
just as disgusting as that? People who brush their teeth when they pee.
Disagree.
Who does that?
Normal people.
No one?
Normal people.
What?
No one?
That's efficient.
Get up like 3 minutes earlier. I mean, okay. Do you brush your teeth when you shit?
No.
What's the difference?
You're sitting when you shit. You're stabler.
Yeah.
It's more
I
safe.
know!
Hold on. I'll say this. Anytime I've done it, like pissed while brushing my teeth, it's usually been like I wake up and everything and I start brushing my teeth and then it's like, oh, I really gotta piss like right now.
Yeah, I won't always
You
pinch
keep
things
your
off
mouth
for that.
shut
Yeah.
while you're brushing your teeth. You just go.
Yeah,
When you shit, you're closer to the toilet, but it doesn't matter. You get they did this on MythBusters. You have E. coli everywhere, no matter what you do. It doesn't matter.
At least with urine, urine's one of the most sterile fluids in the human body, so it's safer.
I mean, let's be clear. I eat ass, so like, I mean, fucking, what of it? Like,
yeah, I mean, Nick's you gotta like, drop that. You gotta like sink that in there.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, look, I'm just saying, like, if I'm gonna be worried about, like, first off, anytime I poop, I flush my toilet. Like, either I'm over the toilet.
Yep.
Or the seat is down to limit the spread of E. coli. But also, like, as a member of the Eat a Booty Club, like, I mean, what am I going to say? Like, oh no, that might get fucking E. coli on my toothbrush. But also, last night I was tonguing ass.
Well, and those small exposures to E. coli is what keeps your immune system strong. It's like eating school lunch all those years. If that doesn't kill you, what's going to?
Wait.
I mean, it wasn't really the disgusting bacterial part of it. I'm just not coordinated enough. I need 2 hands to pee.
Don't brag. Humble brag. How? Come on.
Just saying. I can't actually I can't pat my head and rub my tummy either at the same time.
I mean, I wasn't going to say tongue punch fart box, but I will tongue punch a fart box.
I mean, gravity's going to keep stuff aimed down.
I think we just found the title for this episode.
Tongue punch fart box.
I'm scared.
So I'm going to go through this, so I use one of my highest level spells so that then we can get that random encounter dropped on us while we're...
Episode 58, Tongue Punch Fart Box.
The thing is, like, why do I care about brushing my teeth? Because I also eat ass.
Hey, I will kiss you. I do not care.
After I brush my teeth.
I don't know. I mean, have we ever gone ass to mouth in the heat of the moment?
No, you never go ass to mouth.
Oh, come on. With the right person and in the heat of the moment, if you haven't gone ass to mouth, the moment hasn't been hot enough.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we have, and we've been like, YOLO!
I mean, especially if it's like a planned anal session where like
it's
you got to prep for that, yeah.
Like first off, most of the times I've done like anal, like giving anal, I wear a condom because like
that is very good.
You can get urinary tract infections for sure.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, you can help avoid that if you, like, do anal douching. I hope Chad is I'm just waiting to see, like, the chat count go down. as we
Did somebody
get
just redeem 6 random encounters to get out of this conversation?
I'm about to say, like, this is becoming very educational. Like, I feel like
no,
it has become PG-13 for the pure sex education.
like I wear like for anal, I've always worn a condom because like, I mean, to put it in layman's terms, I don't want to get shit in my dick.
It's called poop dick. Yeah, you don't want poop dick.
Yeah, but also like after you have sex, you should always pee, like, or possibly during sex if that's what you're into.
Dude, so I had a friend of mine who was really into the idea of recording a porn where a guy was peeing while he was having sex with a chick. And I have been desperate to find that anywhere on the internet since it was brought up. I'm like, you can find everything in porn, but why can't I find this?
I'm sorry, what are you trying to find?
You can't really do with a hard
the
on.
camera can't really see that.
Yeah.
Is the problem.
Oh, you can pee with a hard on.
It's pretty difficult. It can be done, but it's pretty difficult.
Oh, as someone who's like urinated with a hard on multiple occasions.
I wanted you to say people.
Well, that's self-defense. If you can't urinate with a hard on, most guys would die by the time they hit 16.
Yeah, like, so and really the best way to do it is like, that's the time when you gotta sit down. Like, I've had to like.
Oh, yeah, you gotta like tuck it under the lid, yeah.
You like sit down on the toilet and do like a weird, like, kind of lean.
I'm so glad the action he's doing is off camera.
Yeah.
So, the alternative, Nick, is to take a couple steps back so you get that arc.
We lost Mark of the Dragon.
It's because you're not playing the game.
Yeah. How did we get on Aster Mal?
I blame Evan and
yeah.
I will say I am usually pretty good about staying on track for the game, but today y'all got me by talking about ass to mouth.
Right? One of his pet subjects. Okay, there are goos. It's Silas's turn. Silas is going to come round here and stand 10 feet in front of Alexander with his rapier drawn.
Right in the lightning bolt lane. Okay.
Oh, here. All right, Buligup, it's you.
Okay. So I would need to be here, correct?
You would need to be here.
Oh yeah, there. Sorry. Yes. There's my cigarette. Sorry.
Correct.
So, Buligup would like to. He sees these abominations.
They're pretty nasty looking. He just looks like a big blob of like flesh with like random arms and eyes and strange pieces. It kind of pulls itself towards you.
And
like a Shoggoth.
This is not a robot, correct?
It is definitely not a robot.
Okay,
it's clearly some awful organic thing.
I know. It's just, I have to check for abilities,
Mm-hmm.
So I will slap the gravity clip.
Yes.
I will quickly run up to where, and I will slice at the first one.
Okay.
Slice Jello.
Slice.
Oh yeah, they're probably oozes or something.
Right.
This is gonna be fun.
I only get one, so.
Yeah, slashing might not do too well against these guys.
Or then I think I can stab at it then and use I think I can use my glaive.
Actually, slashing damage again. Ooze traits are immune to critical strikes, flanking, precision damage, mind effects, paralysis, poison, polymorph, sleep stun, and visual effects.
Ah.
They are not immune to slashing damage.
Nice.
I think I can use my glaive as a piercing weapon as well.
Is it SP?
Well, no, I think I thought one of the feats I have does allow for using a slashing weapon as also.
Jesus, this thing's off.
Maybe like weapon focus, or maybe it's like bladed brush allows me to also.
No, that allows you to use a slashing weapon as a one-handed weapon.
Yeah, normally they're just slashing. Normal glaives.
So you slash him.
And
35 does hit.
Okay, and for.
What's the damage? Oh, there it is. Wow, just 19 then, eh?
And then Buligup will go ahead and take a step back.
How does he do that? Oh, with his magic boots, or?
No,
Footstep?
he does that with
whirlwind, little jump,
Spring
attack.
Spring attack, yes.
So that was a spring attack. You jumped in and jumped back.
Yes.
I got you. That's good.
Apologies. I just
No. I know it's new. We're all good.
I mean, the spring attack doesn't technically say that you like jump. I don't think in the description.
No, I guess the idea is you run in and then jump backwards. I just like the idea of you kind of going wah, and then
that's
springing
that's
back.
fair. I looked at it more as like I want to use it to almost jump back.
Yes,
so,
I think that's actually what's implied.
I mean, basically, so kind of everyone knows it's like the main reason I want that is so that like people can't 5-foot step into my threat area. They actually have to move in on me, which will then give me an attack of opportunity.
Cool. Right, that makes sense. So the creature, you slash at it. Your it just cuts through like cutting like rancid butter, and as your blade cuts through, you see it kind of slightly knitting together behind as it goes. It quivers a little bit. Tatia, it's you.
So, Tatia hears the ruckus and wants to join in. Tatia is going to move into this back corner over here.
All the way over there.
All the way over there. So far away. Ready her star knife. And then Tatia goes over to the kitty and says, Nicodemus, come closer. And he's like, I'm frat. And then ploops down on the other side of the pipe because he can't really squeeze through right now, can he?
He can move through that. Well,
too bad I don't still
not
have my
really,
pit
because
spell.
then where is he going to stand? He's on the other side because Silas, Alexander, and Tatia are all kind of crowded over there. So for right now, he's just going to chill.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I still had my pit spell because I could have just put my pit right in front of the tube when we opened it.
Oh yeah, right. It'd be like, ah! Except for they're possibly immune to acid, right?
Right, but then they're down a 40-foot hole while we just chuck things at them.
Maybe they've got a climb speed.
They might.
Mightn't they though?
But you know what? Tatia will take advantage of the extra opportunity and cast Bless.
Ooh. Okay. Boom. That's everyone except for Buligup then, right? Yeah. Oh no, it's a 50-foot burst. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It does catch Buligup.
Hooray!
And Al.
Yeah, it catches everybody.
Yay! Good job,
and, that will be the end of Tatia and Nicodemus's turn.
So everybody except for Alexander is affected by the bless spell.
Yes. I'm immune.
Al, it's you. Something's moving in the pipe below you.
I'm gonna toss a bomb down there.
I'm gonna crawl in and check it out.
You're gonna stick your head down and just throw a bomb inside?
Well, can I see these?
Not without sticking your head down and looking.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna toss the bomb down there.
Okay. Okay. You're throwing a bomb into this damaged pipe. That makes me super happy.
Yeah.
He's gonna blow them both out onto Buligup.
Let's see. Shot.
So where are you aiming these bombs?
So I'm trying to understand the geometry of the pipe. So it goes in how many feet and then down?
It goes all the way straight to here.
Horizontal.
It's
Gotcha.
horizontal. It's a horizontal 10-foot wide pipe.
Okay, so I mean, I could toss one like there, right?
If you had a good shot to the. These things basically fill the pipe.
Oh, well then I may be rolling it here and then running away.
Running away.
Yeah, do they explode on impact or can I time
Yeah, no, they explode on impact. There's
Well,
actually a feat for timing them.
Well, if you're on the pipe above it, then it's
Right, unless it just
protected.
damages unless it damages the pipe and then he falls to on his ass.
Oh yeah, but this is made of strong stuff.
Yeah.
It lasted thousands of years. It's probably not just about to collapse.
Hello, new follower.
Well, then
We're sorry.
it sounds like no matter what, I need to move away, and I know I'm going to invoke an attack of opportunity because I'm right next to it.
You're above it, so if you walk, so you could jump to the pipe to the north if you wanted. It's basically on level with you.
Hang on, I'm still trying to understand the geometry of this one. So,
okay, you are 10 feet off the ground on top of a pipe.
gotcha. They're in
the pipe.
Yeah.
This pipe is also 10 feet off the ground.
I see. I'm on top of it while I was peeling
Correct.
it off. I would have to like
curves to do, so you'd have to make a little hop. But you could potentially go this way onto this pipe, or you could jump to the ground over here. But right now, they don't really know you're there.
You've released the sewer clowns.
Right.
So I could hop over here, which would put me more than 10 feet away and toss a bomb here, correct?
I mean, hopping would require some kind of roll because you're 10 feet off the ground.
Okay, I mean, well, to the pipe that's horizontal with me, so it would be a horizontal jump, correct?
Right. You jump from there onto the other pipe, and
So
then walk along the other pipe.
Yes. Do I need to make a check for that?
A jump check, yes.
Okay, let me check.
Because there is a gap there.
So I think what he wants to do
Mm-hmm.
is he's on the pipe. So he wants to make like a jump to the left. Boop, and then he wants to step to the right.
That's right.
Yep. Where is jump? I see.
Jeff.
Really?
Huh. Jeff a jump.
Is jump a skill or is that a
Athletics.
Yeah, it's athletics.
Did you like that one, Hal?
I
Or
did.
acrobatics.
It was good.
acrobatics?
I think jump is actually athletics, technically.
I don't see athletics. I hate acrobatics,
No.
appraise, bluff.
And climb. Yeah.
Isn't jump a skill in this?
I don't see not
No.
alphabetically. Intimidate and then knowledge.
It could be athletics then. Hang on.
Because at least in D&D, you can jump horizontally. I think it's like 5 or 10 feet or some percentage of your move.
Acrobatics.
Got it.
Jumping.
15's pretty good.
15 is pretty good. You.
Jump over.
This is delusional. Okay, yeah, yes, you're fine. You hop over onto there.
Okay, I'm gonna move about 10 feet, and now can I angle? So now I'm doing my right angle. So I'm 15 feet away from the entrance.
Sure.
And 10 feet down is a little bit less than a 45-degree angle.
Sure.
So I think I could
Throw it into the head of the pipe.
Could I hit right here so that I guess even with precise bombs, I don't have to hit Buligup if I say I'm not gonna hit Buligup.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw a bomb here.
You can see this creature. Are you hitting
Just
it?
throw it on the creature.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Throw it on the creature.
Okay, throw it at the creature. Make me roll. Just one. It's just one bomb.
31 for 19 fire damage.
31 hits the creature for 19 fire. That's pretty good.
Oh, I will be down to 5 bombs.
Now I have to check whether it's immune to fire. Okay. 13 fire. The creature burns a little.
19 fire.
19 fire. All right. The pipe itself is blown a little further open by your explosion.
So I wonder
Good.
if these are aberrations now.
These are oozes.
Oozes. So
All right,
engineering.
It moves into here. Buligup, you may have an attack of opportunity.
Woohoo! I only get one attack.
Just a straight up one attack, yeah.
Boop.
28 hits.
Boop for another 19.
19 is good. Again, you see your blade pass through it, and it kind of heals itself.
I don't like that.
I mean, as the blade passes, it almost kind of knits back together.
This seems to be suboptimal.
Does it seem to be doing any damage to it?
Yeah, there's damage to it, you think. It's difficult to tell because it's just like an amorphous blob of flesh.
What did you say these were?
I didn't.
Some sort of aberration. Which oozes.
It goes to hit you with it's like a pseudopod that shoots out of it. 8! An 8!
No.
Is that not going to hit
Advanced
you?
hungry
8?
flesh.
God damn it. The one behind it kind of steps out a little bit through the damage in the pipe. But it can't quite squeeze round. What's going on?
To me?
To you.
For 8? I don't think that hits.
No, that was to Buligup.
Oh,
Alexander, it's you.
yeah. Why'd you ask me what's going on?
I will cast
Nothing. We're good.
my spell.
Ball lightning. Where's it going?
Well, I can make 2 globes, so I'll put
Jesus.
and they're what, 5 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 foot diameter. So I'll put one up here on that guy and one down here on this guy.
So one right by Al.
Yeah, between
Okay.
Al and Buligup there on them.
Oh, because they're only 5 feet.
Yeah.
So they're not really much explodey balls, are they, really?
No, they're not exploding at all. They're just contained balls of lightning that
Nice.
I get to move each round.
It's like when a transformer blows up.
Do I need to put a thing on the map for these?
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. I need to put a thing on the map.
Yeah. So I can create them anywhere within the 110 or 180 feet, but then when my turn comes around, I can move them 20 feet per round
Gotcha.
with perfect maneuverability.
Let's see what we have.
And if a globe enters a space with a creature, it stops moving for the round and deals 3d6 points of electricity damage to that creature. So a successful reflex save will negate.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Alright, so we use all I've got for that's quick. And the other one was here. Where? Back here?
Down here.
Down there. Can you see that? I guess you can. Like there?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so one on each. What are you doing with it?
I am zapping them.
What does that do?
3d6 points of electricity damage.
Do they get a save?
Unless they get a save that is a reflex, negates the damage.
Oh, they're so good at that. One on the right, a 17.
Did I not get my? I did not get my DC built into this thing. Okay, I'll fix that later. No.
One on the left, 12.
No.
Damage, please.
So 9 and 3. Ah, crap.
9 and 3. It's beautiful.
And I get +1 caster level on this because it's also on the druid list. Thank you, Forest's Blessing.
It's pretty nice, actually. There are things on top of my creatures now. It makes things difficult. All right. Are you done?
I would like to see if I can identify these creatures and what their weaknesses and
Probably
whatever.
dungeoneering, I think, for identifying an ooze, right?
I think that's right.
I think it is. I think it's dungeoneering. Yeah, dungeoneering for aberrations, caverns, oozes, and spelunking.
15?
15. What did you need for IDing something?
Probably more.
Table knowledge, skills, identify a... Good God. What did we say that was? Engineering, no. Engineering. Identify dangerous construct, identify hazard, slope, underground thing. What the fuck is identify? Oh, there we go. Engineering, you need a DC of 10 plus the monster's CR, apparently.
Yeah.
So a 15 is enough. It is a hungry flesh, a type of ooze. This one looks particularly mean and nasty.
Do I know anything they're immune to or vulnerable to or anything like that?
I mean, they're general oozes, so they're immune to a huge pile of things. They are also known to carry disease and to have regeneration. Additionally, they are able, if properly coaxed, to grow to gargantuan size.
Oh, we do not want to coax them.
That's what she said.
What if we could manipulate them to our will?
Well, that would be somewhat
then
awesome.
You could coax it to gargantuan size. You do realize you just rolled a 3 on a 3d6, right?
I do.
That's incredibly awful. And what is the statistical likelihood of that?
1 in 6 times 1 in 6 is 1 in 36 times 6 is 196.
It is really annoying that my husband's very smart.
6 cubed, yeah.
Excuse me, 216.
Well, I mean, maybe not that smart.
Smart but bad at math.
But if I roll 3,
Marry me. So
3 more times, then the
Apparently, he married you for your math skills.
yeah, right.
and what you can fit in your mouth.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
From your toilet.
While I'm sitting on the toilet. I'm sitting on the toilet right now. I'm actually on a chair toilet right now.
We just assume that.
Yeah. Just
Okay. Alexandra, you done?
Yes, I believe so.
Silas is actually going to stay where he is, I think. That
sounds wise.
Yeah, he's keeping you abreast of whatever. He's not wanting to keep you the rest of the party behind him. He is going to... Is he got anything worth sharing at this point? Not really. All his stuff is precision and outflanking bonuses, and they're not very helpful here. He's going to study his enemy while he waits. Is what he's going to do. He's going to study... Oh, but that's precision damage too. He's just going to hold his action in case it comes near, and then he's going to wallop it with his rapier. Buligup, it's you.
So let us do a full attack suite on this gentleman.
Which gentleman? That front one? Are you 5-footing back?
I would like to 5 foot back so that I don't have the short heft.
Yes, and then full attack. Okay, do it. Jesus. 35 will hit and a 26 will hit for a total of 19 and 14. As you cleave through it, it tries to heal itself. You see it trying, and then you see it just wobble and just collapse into like a pool of rancid, stinking flesh.
Rad.
Sucks to suck, bro. How about you fucking get good scrub?
Tatia, it's you.
Yeah. All right.
So we probably want fire to kill the regeneration.
Tatia is stuck in a bit of a pickle again, where she's kind of behind all of the action. So Tatia is going to take a couple steps forward in front of Silas and keep holding her star knife ready, waiting for the next big fat blob to come out.
Okay.
And Nicodemus is going to stay where he's at, and that will end our turn.
Okay, why don't you stand next to Silas, and then both of you could hit.
Oh.
I mean, just from a strategic perspective.
Boop.
It's not quite what I meant.
What do you mean?
There. And then if this monster comes to here, you'll both get a shot at it. See?
Yeah, but then Alexander might shoot me in the butt.
But I mean, even if you're here, he might shoot you in the butt.
Okay, all right, fine.
I'm not gonna lie, Hal. Looking up these things as I do, is hilarious to me.
Why?
Just looking up their like AC.
It's awful, isn't it?
Yeah, I would have to just like a 1 is the only way I'm not hitting these things.
Yeah,
a critical fail.
They're pretty terrible. Additional, so if they grow, their AC gets worse.
Of course, because they become bigger.
Oh, it's like the
And
big
they can grow up to gargantuan, which would make their AC like a 6 or something ridiculous.
And then, like, I don't think they can. I mean, I think they have to roll a 20 to hit me.
Yeah, they're not very good at hitting.
That's good because you don't want
Next
tumors.
one explode and kill us all. So
I do love how you all look at the creature when it appears. That makes me so good. I have to hide all my creature names. Tatia, are you done?
well, Tatia checks on Silas to make sure that he's okay and doesn't need anything.
Silas seems ready to fight.
I looked at the creature when you told us what it was.
You mean when it popped up on the thing?
No, when you told Thing what it was.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
The end.
Or Nicodemus, he can't do anything.
Yeah.
All right. So my turn. I'm gonna switch to my longbow.
Mm-hmm.
And do I have line of sight to the goo?
You do, pretty much, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna shoot him with my longbow.
Okay, do it.
Wait, I'm sorry. Maybe I was not paying attention. It went past me.
What do you mean?
One died.
One died.
No. So what's this one like? I'm looking at the.
This thing?
That's my ball lightning.
That's the spell Thing has on the map.
No. So what's? Wait. So how did it get?
The other one came out the side of the tube when Al's bomb opened up the tube more.
Okay, so
you killed it.
No, this is weird. Like,
what? Is your map not updating?
So it is lit like on my map.
Mm-hmm.
It is between me and Tatia.
No.
Really?
What?
Oh, that's when Hal dragged it forward to say if it rushed her and Silas.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, like
That's
so
great.
you understand why I'm now very confused. I was like,
Yeah. It's gone.
did I miss something? Because it's not like I'm looking at the Twitch stream where it is, and then I'm looking at my map and they're in completely different places.
Right.
Maybe you need to refresh your browser.
Is that okay to do, Hal, or is that going to break something?
No, it'll just break your
connection, but when it pulls you back to the game, it'll pick it up.
Okay.
So, I think I shot it for 5 piercing damage, and I just imagine a toothpick sticking in Jello. It's just like in the side of it sticking out. It's just like, "Brr."
Hors d'oeuvre.
It's like this tiny little. And I'm a rat. I mean, I don't have a full size longbow. I have a rat size longbow. A little tiny arrow. It's like.
Well, at least you're a rat folk. You're not like a traditional rat. You're like a New York rat, so you can come up to people's waist at least.
Yeah,
So,
I'm like 3 feet tall.
21 hits for 5 piercing and 31 hits with an 18 crit confirm for 5 piercing. Both of your arrows just sink into the flesh, and you see them make a hole that immediately seals up behind it.
I shoot 2 arrows?
I assume if you're not moving, you do.
Correct. I'm not going to move.
Then in that case, you shoot to error. Well, if you want to.
Okay, cool. I did really even with the crit, I only did 5 piercing damage or 8 total.
You did 5.
Yeah, but man, you really did the.
I mean, it was a very impressive shot.
Yeah.
So the total was 13, right? I'm understanding the math right. 13?
10.
10.
Okay, it's not 3
5.
plus 5?
No.
No.
Regular
I thought
damage and crit damage.
Okay.
So if the crit confirm wasn't high enough, it would just have done the 3. But
I see. It's the crit confirm I don't understand, but I will look that up and take your word for it. Okay, cool.
Crit confirmation is basically if you critical something, you roll again, and if you hit it, you confirm the critical and do extra damage.
Okay.
Which she did, because its AC is bullshit. My monster's turn.
Yep.
It charges Buligup. Buligup, you get an attack of opportunity. I assume you still have 57 of those left.
I'm 57 of what left?
Attacks of opportunity. You have like 7 in a round, don't you, or something ridiculous? Like combat expertise, don't you? Is it whatever it is? Is it combat expertise that gives you attacks of opportunity? What's your dexterity modifier?
I mean, I get it. Yeah, I mean, regardless, like I can attack anything. Like I have an attack of opportunity on anything that moves into my range.
Right, but I thought you had the feat that lets you get additional attacks of opportunity.
because normally you get 1 a round, but if you got the feat, you get 1 for each of your dex bonus potentially.
Ooh, I don't.
I thought you had it.
Let me check.
Combat reflexes. You make additional attacks of opportunity.
Yeah.
He has that.
Yes, I just thought it's for like, yeah, for pretty much anything that comes into my threat range.
Honestly, unless you're being charged by like 300 things, you basically get to hit everybody that moves around you. So you get an attack.
Oakley dokily, artichokely, and
Chop.
boop
24 hits. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
for boop.
21. Shame that wasn't the 29 slashing on the crit.
Yeah.
Shit.
49, yeah.
All right. Again, you notice that your blade slashes downwards, and as it passes through, it heals up behind. Sad to say it only grows when it gets to a certain number of points. It then goes to hit you, which it's never going to do.
It could get a 20.
It didn't. A 15. It only gets 1 attack around as well, which is pretty awful.
Wow.
Alexander, it's you. It's a mindless piece of flesh.
Just a pipe booger.
Yeah, I will move the 2 spheres down onto it, the 2 balls of lightning.
Yep.
And do I want to cast another spell on it?
Do you? Does it have to end its turn in the lightning, or does it get hit this turn?
It gets hit this turn. So it's got 2 reflex saves to make, I guess. And then...
Okay. Boop. 10. Boop. 16. Neither of those are a pass.
So it's going to take 9 and 11. And...
Zap, zap.
Well, I can't lightning bolt it in good... can I... Oh, shoot. That's probably overkill to fireball. If I could shoot between Silas and Tatia, I'd have to shoot a good way down the hallway to not get Buligup and Al.
Mm-hmm.
But I could probably do the math for that. Yeah, let's go ahead and fire a fireball down there.
Yeah. Fireball. Go on. You're fireballing it.
Yes.
Where's the fireball going? How big is the fireball?
20-foot radius, so 15 feet behind it.
And like a bunch of space against this wall to the right, to the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, you fireball it. You just want to roll a bunch of dice. I know you.
33 fire damage.
Reflex save?
Yeah, for half.
I don't think you can make that reflex save. 12.
Close.
Just melts. It's dead.
Yay!
They were depressingly awful, weren't they?
We killed the big dumb boogers.
They were pretty terrible. So the big issue is, I think, if they hit you, they do all kinds of terrible stuff. And they can also grow and do terrible things, and they can eat creatures. And this is not a good situation for them.
Well, if they kill you, don't they turn you into one of them?
If you die of the disease they could inflict you with, you return as a hungry flesh, yes.
So I would like to say that since we have defeated them, this is brought to you by Wizard Dice. Now bringing out a new set of dice titled A Storm at Sea. I'm looking at them on the Facebook page right now. They're very beautiful. They're like a
Storm at Sea.
It's like a silverishy cloud color, you know?
I like mine. There they are.
With like a broad color. So this goes out to Wizard Dice.
Wizard.
Thank you, Wizard Dice.
Did you just kill Wizard Dice?
No, that was for us destroying the flesh bags.
Yay!
Flushes.
All right, kids, do you want to call it there?
Yeah, well, hold on a second. Tati is very excited because we just killed the booger blobs. So she starts scurrying off to where Searath was and says, Searath!
I guess we make sure they didn't have any treasure in there, which they probably didn't since they're... Yeah.
They did not.
Hey, Sheriff! We took care of those things for you.
Oh, thank you.
So now your area should be safe for you to mill about, but maybe come up topside sometime. Check it out.
Or maybe not, because the locals are not fond of androids.
Fuck the locals. They can deal with me if they have a problem with it. There's not a single one of them that could take me in a fight.
Alrighty, let's call it.
Okay, would you like some experiences?
Yeah,
yes.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.
XP.
Dealing with the gas, 3,200 experience.
Did we get XP last session?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't remember if we calculated it up or not.
Advanced hungry fleshes times 2, 2,400 experience total, for a total of 5,600 experience.
Yay! We're only 9 billion points away from the next level.
9 billion sounds right.
So divided by 4, that gives us 1,400 apiece.
So where does that actually put us now?
It should put us at 56,104.
56,104. There we go.
So yeah, I'm near
5, 6,
19,000 away.
God.
Near 19,000.
I will say though that we are missing a few thousand XP points.
From what?
From
Cannon?
somebody continually flaking on us.
Oh, yeah.
You mean me?
Yeah.
You can get those at the end when you get to level 20.
Oh, okay.
We can call
Then
them epic experience.
What?
I
Is
better-
we get a booby prize for when you no show?
Yeah. Nick's like, Hal's doing stuff. I have to give him something.
Hal has a fucking life.
Hey, I'm not the one who said it. Thing said that we get XP for it.
That's right.
It's not
And
about
nobody contradicted me, so it's canon now.
How
Yeah.
would know that if he ever read the chat?
That's true. If I ever read your chat. That is true. I don't read your chat very often.
Well, every once in a while he pops on and goes, "My, you guys have been chatty. What'd you guys say?"
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I will then be expecting to use those extra XP like good boy points for me to turn in for vegan chicken tendies.
Vegan chicken tendies.
Yeah.
Are those like chicken nuggies?
I want the extra XP so I can light my weapons on fire.
Oh. So what's the party consensus? Should we like make Al a full party member?
Oh, you can. Now is the time not to talk about that. Now is after combat, where the glow of fighting is still hot in the air.
Initiation later.
Yeah, you should totally do the initiation.
Oh no, am I gonna get hazed?
Well, I mean, because once he becomes a full party member, he actually gets shares of the loot and stuff. But you know.
I was already.
Wait, you guys are giving out shares of loot?
What? No.
But I get paid in experience and exposure.
Exactly.
I'm an intern.
That's right, you're interning. All right, kids, thank you for watching session 58 of Iron Gods on RPG MP3. Visit us on the Discord where we talk bullshit and play games, and drop by the Patreon and pay us for all of that wonderful things you learned about anal sex safety in this great episode.
God.
Also, wait, hold on. I got stuff to plug. I want to plug stuff.
Are you going to plug stuff after the anal? Is that what's going on?
No, that is the anal plugging stuff.
Also, if you are in the Texas area, come see me at the Texas Renaissance Festival. I will be performing at the Wormwood Bar. You can come see the Green Hour. It is twice on Saturday, once on Sunday, or just stop by in and have a drink. Also, of course, visit Weezerd Dice. That's WEEZERD for artisanal and fantastic gaming dice. They are made by a friend of mine, and they are quite awesome.
Isn't the Texas area a rather large area if you're in?
Yes.
Well, yes, but I mean, come on, you can fucking drive. Don't be a pussy.
I mean, I guess say if you're in the Texas area, that's like a third of the country.
If you're in the Houston-ish area, or going to be up until like Thanksgiving, come see us.
Right, and this is session 58, so I better get releasing, otherwise it's going to be 2039. But you're still going to be doing fair, hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess I mean that was for anyone watching on Twitch as well. But you know, whatever.
I'll see my best. I'll see if I can roll them all out for you. All right, kids. Have a good night.
Also,
Night.
visit us on Twitch and Patreon and all the thingies. Bye.
You're listening to the smooth sound of RPGMP3.com. Dungeon on.